everybody, it's me, Mr. Santee, Rob McNelis, coming to you live from Jimmy's right here in beautiful Santee. And it's a little warm in here today. Unfortunately, in the back room, their AC went out, but the whole front is wide open, and with AC cranking out there, it's just a little quieter back here. So we're back here in sweating in the back, but ready to bring you the message, bring you the information. And the information for today is we're going to talk a little bit about Buddy's Backpack Stride.
Yes.
This is John Hosick. And John, you are now running this program on behalf of Buddy.
Yes.
So let's give a little background of who is Buddy, how did this get started, and then we'll get into how we can move forward and help.
Okay, so it's really quite simple. Buddy Rabai was my former spouse. He was also the president of SMOAC, the Santee Mobile Home Owners Action Committee. So in 2015, Rob, Dustin, myself, and Buddy, we started what's called, well, at that time, it was just called the SMOAC Backpack Drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't very creative back then. What?
So since that time up until current, we've given out over 11,000 backpacks filled with school supplies. Well, something else has changed as well. So in 2020, we lost Buddy. So in honor of Buddy, because he just naturally gave.
He was the driving force behind it. He was the one that he was out there pushing.
Yes.
Unrelentlessly pushing and trying to get everybody to donate, leaning heavy on Trotter and myself, and not only to get out there with supplies, but get out there and actually put these things together and get to work and hand them out. And he was a force to be reckoned with.
And it made sense to make it Buddy's Backpacks, right?
Yes.
First of all, Buddy would be more than honored so that we can actually have a living legacy
Yes.
of someone who wants to just do good in our community and help other people.
As he always did.
Right? And so 3.5 years later, I find myself now the president of SMOAC. Of course, that wasn't exactly the plan, but that's okay.
Plans change.
It happens. What can I say? However, there are a ton of ways that you can get involved if you want.
And hopefully you do want, because these are backpacks. They're free. They go free to needy kids within the community. They pick them up at the local schools. They do a little drive-through action. They just drive through, pick them up. They can have 7-8 kids in the minivan, and there's 7-8 backpacks going out, and they're even broken down to different grades. So you're not going to give something to a kid that's going. Oh, great job, John Hosick.
Thank you.
You're not going to give something to somebody's kids going into preschool or first grade. You're not going to give them the same thing you do to somebody who's going into high school. So we have different levels of backpacks, different items within those backpacks, and but it takes a lot. It takes a lot of help from people like you right now watching this video to make donations and what kind of donations are we looking for?
Okay, so I'm going to grab my list because it makes it a lot easier, right? So backpacks, of course. If you can find a backpack, you're out shopping, doing your thing. Maybe you're doing your own school supply shopping. Just pick up one extra one. Or you can pick up pencils, paper, pens, glue sticks, rulers, sharpeners, glue, notebooks, crayons, safety scissors. You don't have to memorize any of this. If you go to our website, www.smoac.org, the list is there as well.
So SMOAC.org. Okay.
It's really, honestly, anything that you can do makes a huge difference. Yeah, last year we had about 1,000 backpacks filled with school supplies. It is truly a community effort that has led for the last 8 years forward that has allowed us to do this. And with your help, we continue to do it. It goes to our local students. If you could hear the stories, our last giveaway last year, we had a lady that was struggling and had our kids in the car. It was the last car to come through, and she's like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And those are stories over the years. We were at the library years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember a lady getting out with her 2 girls, and they were like, "Oh, mom, look, I don't have to have a hole in my backpack." I mean, the stories that come with the kids at the giveaway is huge.
It's to get them excited too. It's to get them excited about going to school and being prepared to go to school. And there's something about being a kid and having your backpack all loaded up and ready for the first day of school. It kind of gets you charged up and excited about the whole adventure.
And so,
thank you, producer Joe. Of course, has always got. Let's see. Oh, here's the locations. These are the drop-off locations. So if you want to make a donation, here's a way to make that donation. Here are the locations that the drop boxes are located at. We're also going to do, we've got the whiskey and cigar mixer over at the Santee VFW Hall this Tuesday, the 18th. So we will have one there as well, as we're trying to raise funds for the hall. We'll also be looking to maybe get some supplies. So please, if you're going to attend that, bring some supplies in for this event. Oh, look at that.
Wow, look at, okay, so that is at Dino's. So that picture that you're seeing there is Dino's. They reached out to us, asked for a donation box. We took it over to them. They had a bingo. And at that bingo, they had a way to actually have people where they were coming with their school supplies. And that is the picture that you're seeing. So thank you so much, Dino, for, people are creative. When they get their donation box, these businesses, they will do different things. We have our small food pantry. Someone donated gift cards for Sprouts. Well, the first 10 that brings a donation will get a gift card of some sort. We have a bingo, same thing. You know, there's people that are doing that, and they're giving out free cards so that we can encourage people to participate in this. Again, every little bit helps to get us to that 1,000 backpack or that mark. And what all those supplies go inside a backpack, and we pack them away. And last year it was about a little under an hour with the amazing volunteers. Of course, that's led by some other people that I really want to mention here.
You've got a list of people to thank for this. So why don't you get the list out so we can start going through that?
Okay, so look.
And why. And
so there's four people this year, in addition to Dustin and Rob, who helped me start this, right? Suzanne Coleman, Alana Livens Craig, Rose Gardner, and Sylvia Nolet. This is my super team. Okay, these are people that are helping me make sure the boxes get out, make sure that the donations are getting picked up, putting the word out, synergizing behind all this. This is not done by any means. If you look at the number of donation sites, each one of those businesses really step forward, and they step forward. A lot of them have stepped forward for many years.
Yeah.
So for the businesses that gave the donations, did the donation boxes, thank you, thank you, thank you, because that's our very first step.
And thank you again in advance for doing it one more time for us. We really appreciate it. The kids appreciate it. The parents appreciate it tremendously, like you don't even believe. So I thank you very much for all the people that helped out. But beyond that, you also have.
So the reason that these people are important is that it's important to understand that this is a community effort. This is a lot of different people that believe in this program and really see the benefit of what happens for our local students. So Susie Parks, Linda Markle, Corey Kading, Samantha Jones, Liz at the library, Darcy Fogle, Jordan Buzzle, Lily Pegg, Randy at New Frontier, Stephanie Yo, Lauren Gaines, Karen Flick, Lindsay and Javier for Barnes & Noble. Again, another great shout out for Helen and Judy at Meadowbrook. And the list goes on. Kelly Lagarde for Step on Step. There just is a ton of people, and I appreciate that a ton because I can't do this.
You can't do it all by yourself by any means. Not just, just the stuffing of the backpacks alone. That's an adventure. That's an all-day adventure of getting things together and actually parsing it all out so you know. Because you want the kids to get roughly the same things in each backpack. It's not necessarily going to be exact because we're getting random donations. So
and we make it
as close as possible.
And we make it that each backpack is age appropriate with what's in there. So, for example, you're going to have an elementary school student who's going to have crayons. Well, of course, in a high school, we're not going to put crayons. Same thing with the backpack.
But they may have a scientific calculator.
That's right. So the donations match what we're looking for. And honestly, the donations, if you can't make it to a donation site, go to our website, right? That has even more opportunity. We have you can mail us a check. You can go to
Joe, you can put up that QR code. That one right there.
There you go.
Put that. You can actually just take a quick pic of that QR code right there, and you can even Venmo to Small Action, and that gives them the ability to make purchases of stuff. And sometimes it's easier to get it at bulk when you have the money to be able to do that. So putting that all together in Venmo is a great, easy way to just give a little something. If it's $5, $10, if you can do 100, that's fantastic. But every little bit counts, and every little bit helps support a needy kid. And once again, it's to help them get excited and get charged up and ready to go back to school when the time comes.
And then in addition to that, right, we will have 3 in-person events at Barnes & Noble. 3. So this coming Sunday, the 16th, and then the 23rd and the 30th. Now,
so the next 3 Sundays in a row.
The next 3 Sundays in a row.
Barnes & Noble here in Santee.
In Santee, we will be there collecting donations. All you have to do is come in, drop off your donation. If you don't have a donation, we will have a box there. We can actually have the Venmo right there just as well. We're going to make it extremely easy. Now, the second 2 weeks at Barnes & Noble, the 23rd and the 30th, Barnes & Noble is doing a really interesting program, is that you'll have a book fair ID number. And that book fair ID number will allow us to buy additional backpacks and additional school supplies. So last year's donations, we were able to get a gift card based on the donations that were given at Barnes & Noble last year. So this year we have an extra $700 to go toward supplies, backpacks that are basically Barnes & Noble dollars. So we are able to continue to give back through Barnes & Noble and back into our community. It's a win-win for the community. It's a win-win for our local businesses. It does so much across the board. As you can see, so Joe, thank you for putting that up. You're going to see on there, again, you don't have to memorize what we need. It'll have a list. It has QR code. If you want to mail a check, it has our address there. I can't thank the community enough for supporting this
in the past.
Incredible program. I mean, we started in 2015 in Mission Del Magnolia.
Yeah.
And we had 50 canvas bags, 2 backpacks.
Which Trotter actually donated all of those. He had all those made.
That's right.
So that was a big deal back then for him to to step up and do that out of the kindness of his heart.
So here you have Dustin and Buddy. Of course, these 2 were critical in the starting and the movement of helping this local community. We're going to continue that with your help. We're going to make it possible. And you would be shocked. I think we didn't realize the need that, and even more now when you look at inflation, when you look at how people are struggling.
Yeah.
Just that little bit of a help goes a very long way. The 50 canvas bags went like nothing. The 2 backpacks were gone. The next year, I think we went to the library, we had like 300. And we've just continued to grow, and the people have continued to respond in kind to continue this and move it forward. I mean, the people that come through our lines that actually see the benefit of this is incredible service that you've done. And for those that have donated in the past, thank you. Thank you. For those that are going to donate in the future or for this year, thank you. We appreciate it.
And it's needed. Every little bit is needed. So please do whatever you can. Pass this information around to your friends, to your family. Try and get others to help support it. It's a really cool thing that we do right here in the city of Santee for the residents of Santee. Now, we don't check and make sure that everybody that drives through is a Santee resident. It's just not feasible. It's not possible. And if there's a need, there's a need. So, but it does happen in Santee, and it happens at schools in Santee. So, it's kind of how the word gets out. But it is really it's not just a Santee community event; it's an East County event, and that's why the need is so great.
And you'll know that this is going to go from, we started July 1st. We're going to continue collecting donations until August 15th. In that time, that's where we're going to try to collect up to 1,000 backpacks filled with school supplies. That is our goal. That's what we're going to shoot for. But whatever happens, we're still going to help service the community in some form or fashion, just so you know. Now, the 3rd week of August, what generally happens is that we will collect the donation boxes. We will then stuff those backpacks with a ton of volunteers. Amazing. This is where our senior group and SMOAC comes involved, right? Our senior
where they thrive.
Part of it. So for me as president of SMOAC, we service 12 mobile home parks. 9 out of 12 are seniors. Mm-hmm. Well, what's amazing about that is our seniors are the ones that are helping us put these backpacks together. So within that, they're also able to help. Now, what SMOAC's done is we have a food pantry program that Buddy started, and that has synergized, and that brings it full circle. So we get the help of our volunteers on that third week of August. We also have the Santee Lakeside Rotary comes in. They also help us, not only help pack the backpacks, but also hand them out.
Yeah.
And also can help us get volunteers. So it's not just SMOAC's organization that is doing
There's
this.
a lot of
There's a lot of
involvement.
other organizations that mirror with us and champion with us to allow this to happen. Now, usually right around that time, then we will set up a Rio Seco. We'll announce the date through our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is SMOAC Buddies Backpacks. So SMOAC Buddies, BUDDYS Backpacks. If you go to that Facebook page, it has all the donation sites. You can share. Sharing is caring, right? In getting the word out, right? If you can go to my,
I'm sure you can. We'll make sure we get one over to you, Andy.
Right? Thank you so much, Andy. That, if you can share out and let people know, that is another great way to help. Just because once people realize that they can get involved, they can make a difference, most times people do. Now, the other person that's in this equation that is Raymond's Barbershop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to reach back out to Raymond's Barbershop, and also around that same time frame between the two events, usually they will
They do
participate
haircuts.
in haircuts.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that go along with this, right? And then we have our group then goes and helps the schools where we can as well. So again, if you need any information about this great program, go to www.smoac.org. Anything you can do, greatly appreciated. And I don't know what else to say.
I think you covered it all, buddy. I appreciate it. I really do. And we will be sure to get lots of donations, lots of boxes out there, and get them back filled and ready for the kids to start school in September.
Yes.
Sound good?
That's outstanding.
Hey, like I said, don't forget next week, VFW Hall, 6 p.m. We do have another charity event there to help raise some funds for the hall. There will be some Andy that just chimed in a few minutes ago from Three Frogs. He's donating a cake, so all the sales of that will go 100% to the hall. Councilmember Trotter is going to be bringing in some libations that he's going to be making personally his own signature drink, and 100% of those drinks will go back to the hall. We will have some food there. Bobby's Cigar Lounge will be there yet again. I think I'm going to work out something so we can maybe get if they bring a donation into that event, they get a free cigar or something.
Perfect.
Twist Bobby's arm on that and see if we can make that happen so we can get some excitement behind it. But so if you're of age, of course, and want to come in and just help support the local Santee VFW Hall and those that have supported our country, come out Tuesday night, 6 p.m. right here at Santee, right there in Magnolia, and join us. It is open to the general public. It's not just for veterans or active duty that night. It is open to everybody. So we hope to see you there. We've got, I think, Robin Nolan's going to be there again. Nurse Robin's going to be there again. Dean from Dino's Pub's going to be there again. Myself, Councilmember Trotter will be there. I think we even have Christine Costa, Pelly Costa from Waste Management. She's going to be there all helping to, and Andy, of course, Andy Lloyd from Three Frogs, all there to help guest bartend. Phil says he's going to be there. I'm hoping that's what the thumbs up is for, brother. So we hope to see you all there, and bring your donations to that event as well. We'd love to be able to have a box filled right then and there to be able to give over to these guys so they can do the good things in the community that they always do. I think that's really it for this week. That's a lot of stuff. Although there is a concert tonight. If you're in town, you're watching this right now, we have a concert in the park tonight. Santee Town Center Community Park. It's kind of an 70s and 80s classic rock mix. I can't remember the band's name off the top of my head. I apologize, but 70s, 80s classic rock. Starts at 6:30. The music starts at 6:30, but you really want to be there by 6 to find parking and find your spot and get situated. So we'll hope to see you there tonight. It's going to be a warm one, but it does cool off very nicely because this nice breeze comes through there. It's a beautiful evening. Lots of dancing, lots of fun, food, drinks, you name it. It's all out there. Kid friendly. Come on out and say hi. Robin says hi. Hi, guys.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin. And we hope to see you tonight. I ain't working. Just a pretty face. You are a pretty face, my brother, but you are working, sucker. We will get you back behind there, pouring those taps out. All right, we'll talk to you all next week. We look forward to seeing you next week. And more information. I hope you're having a wonderful summer so far. If not, get started on a wonderful summer. Let's have some fun. The sun is out finally. We complained about it too long. It's out. It is hot, but it's beautiful. Get out, do something, have some fun in the city of Santee. We'll talk to you later. Love y'all. God bless you. God bless America.
Thank you, Rob.
You got it.